What's going on, YouTube? Today we're gonna start off with driving an hour because for some reason UPS could not figure out my address or something for my trans cooler. So my trans cooler is here, and we're gonna go pick it up and hopefully install it if I have time, and I'll go over the whole install. But on the shipping label it said address could not be validated, verified, some shit like that. I don't really know. Whatever, dude. Like, my address is kind of like fucked up, obviously, but like usually we get packages no problem. UPS is just being dumb. So I'm gonna head to Dunkin' because I need some fucking coffee today because I'm just tired, and then we're driving to San Marcos to get the cooler at the UPS location, and then we're coming back. We're gonna fucking install that shit. So we'll see you when we get there. All right, guys. So we're at the UPS building. We just picked up our BD diesel transmission cooler. We're gonna head back to the house, do an unboxing, and hopefully install it if it's not too hard. I don't know how much time I'll have. I'll probably have about 5 hours. So if I can get it done in like 2 or 3, we'll do it. So this one came with a fan already mounted to it, or it comes with a fan anyways that wires into your thermostat for heat sensing, whatever. I don't know how it goes. I'm gonna have to open the box and actually look at the wiring harness before I give you a definite on how it's installed. But it's should be fairly simple. Hopefully I'm gonna try and put it back in the factory spot and just cut off the old one. That would be like ideal plan, but we'll see what happens. I was gonna wait till I was back to my house to do the unboxing and start videoing again, but I actually just want to show you guys real quick like the trans temp, so that way if we can see a difference. Now I will note that this kit, this BD kit, is supposed to be used in conjunction with your stock freaking thing, and I am not doing that obviously because I broke mine. So hopefully it doesn't fuck up the duty cycle on it or whatever. You're supposed to use it with a stock one. I plan on buying another one of these, so I will be using 2 when I get a little bit more money. They're not cheap. They're about $200. But I do plan on using 2 of these BD coolers with fans to keep the trans cool. So that's kind of the plan. But here you are. That is the trans temp. We're about 210, a little over 200, and it gets up to like 230 sometimes. So hopefully we can keep it below that 200 mark. I'd really like to keep it like at 150. That's why I'm gonna put 2 of these on. But I hope I don't need to build a bracket for this, but if I do, I guess I'm going to the store and we're gonna be building shit today too. So I'm heading home. I'm almost there. We'll do the unboxing and we'll see if we can get this thing installed. All right, here we are. Gonna open the oh shoot. Here it is. The much larger trans cooler with a fan. So pretty. So that should help. Wow, they really give you absolutely nothing. Okay, first issue with the kit. No wiring, no nothing for a fan, for the fan. So I'm gonna see how I can get this mounted, and
Yeah, I'm gonna put the fan towards the back and then see if I can't come up with something. So I gotta see what I can do here. We'll get back to you. I had to run down to the store to get some shit that I'm gonna try this make this as legit as possible. So I got some aluminum angle because it looks nice. I didn't really need steel either. Basically, we're gonna take the grill out and mount it like in this area, which is cool. I don't know if you know this about Chevy grills, but they just pop out. So, oh, maybe. Now you might ask why I keep mine on the hood, because I'm a loser and I got LED lights in the back of it, so I didn't make a quick disconnect for the wire, so it only goes so far. So as you can see, I got lights up in here so they shine down and get the white look, which will be pretty cool. So basically the cooler is gonna be mounted like this right there. So that's kind of what we're going for. I'm gonna make up some shit with that and mount it. And just a quick side note, since I did this before and I fucked everything up, don't disconnect the lines until you're ready to like put them all back on. So I'm gonna build the bracket first. If I don't get done, it's not getting hooked up today, at least I'll have it mounted. So that's kind of the plan right now. We'll see what we can do. So I have my my bracket pieces cut, and basically how this is going to work is this piece right here is going to go down here and get bolted to the bumper like such, and then this is going to be like this basically, or like this, and then these are going to get bolted to this like such and make the bracket, and then these will sit on here like that, and it should be fairly clean. Sorry if the light's not that good. So now I'm going to drill the holes for those and mount everything up, and it should be a pretty easy install and hopefully come out halfway decent. Here is the trans cooler with the brackets I made, the side mount. So I cut these, drilled them. They're not perfect, but I got these bolts in, so this is how it's going to go, like such. And then basically this piece is going to go like this, and that's what's going to hold it, and that's how it's going to be mounted to the truck. So it's starting to look good. Hopefully this holds and it's strong enough. I don't see why not. It's pretty rigid. I'm using self tappers to attach it to the bumper and then the bracket, so I really hope there's no issues there, but we'll see. I got some nuts to put on the back of this stuff too, so just to hold those on, so it should stay. We're gonna get it all mocked up, and then we'll get it mounted in the truck. Here it is installed on the truck. Here's the plug. I still need to figure out how to wire in. It is installed. I self-tapered it to the bracket and then to the bottom for the bumper. Maybe if I see any issues with that after, I'll get some real bolts in there or something, but I didn't really have a lot of room, and that's what worked. It's solid. It sways a little bit. That's flexing the bumper, so I might actually reinforce the bumper a little bit, or just put like reinforcements from here to here after. I think it'll be fine though, because it's literally flexing the whole bumper. It's not my bracket, so if you can see that, the bracket's solid. So now we're gonna play musical lines and get the lines hooked up how I want it. Basically how I want it is, I want the transmission fluid to come into the top of the radiator, come out the bottom, then go to the cooler, then the cooler back to the transmission. That way it's getting pushed up, and then gravity, and then, I mean, it's got to have pressure, so it doesn't really matter how that's done, but, and then basically I want the last stop to be the cooler, not the transmission. So I want it to go get warm through the radiator, and then get into the cooler, cool off, then go back to the transmission. That will keep the temperatures down, hopefully. Ladies and gentlemen, I am sick of transmission fluid. It just goes in my eye. So basically, I'm not hooking this up yet for the electric fan, but the cooler is installed. We got all the lines ran and up to it. I'm gonna make sure this doesn't touch in over here. We're good. I'm probably gonna end up cutting that off, but basically I'm gonna just zip tie everything up now. That way it's not hitting anything. We swap the lines how I want it. So it's going from, should be, this one goes to the cooler, and this one, the top one's from the cooler. So this is going to the, to the radiator, and then this one's coming from the cooler. So I'm gonna just zip tie everything up, and then we'll do the first startup, and that way you can see if there's any leaks or anything, but should be good. All right, there it is, installed behind the grill. It fits. There's a back angle. I don't know if you can see it. We'll get the fan hooked up and all that shit. Filters back on, lines are swapped. We're gonna start it and make sure there's no leaks. Run it through drive and reverse, you know, a little bit. That way we know it has no leaks, no issues. So. And what this will do is it'll put pressure in the system so it'll get fluid all the way through the whole thing. So. Just want to basically go through the gears. Let it pressurize. Then you're gonna leave it running, check the fluid, and that should be it. We're gonna look for leaks real quick. Doesn't seem to be leaking. I'm gonna check the fluid. Hopefully it holds up. Hopefully we have cooler temps. I'll get back to you guys on the temperature. That's gonna do it for today. I have to go get ready for work, but that's probably the cleanest install I've ever done on the Duramax. Like, it just looks so, it's so good. It's so good. So I hope you guys like this video. Give it a big thumbs up, share, and please subscribe if you haven't yet. Thanks, guys.